Welcome to Guitar Safari. South, welcome to you. Uh-oh.
What's happening, Charles?
Sherman,
High
how are you?
five! High five! Sherman, it's a high 3 or a high 4 at best. So that's all you got, dude. How are you doing, Charles?
I am doing well.
Not bad, right? Not bad.
Yeah, not bad, but apparently all is not well on my end.
Why? What happened?
All right, I'm frozen. I'm looking at the screen. I'm frozen. Am I not frozen for you?
Wow, yeah, no, you are frozen, but that is cool. Hold on.
No. Okay, let me go on. Why don't you go ahead, grab the chat, welcome everybody in. And
I don't know how to grab chats, but I'll go up here. In the chat, we've got way back. Oh, there you are. You're live again. You're live, and you can read better than me. But first in the chat was our fellow Presty California customs lover, Herb of Fireside Studios. What up, gang? It's Friday. We all saw his short. Everybody should have been hanging out saying, "What up, diggity dog?" Mm-hmm.
So we've got Herb, and then we were followed by Unfucking Believable, who has said that Brother Ben has convinced him to buy a Gretsch. He loves and hates this guy, but don't pile on, Charles. And so I'm not going to pile on. So I'm just going to smile.
Yeah, everybody should have a Gretsch at some point. I mean, I'll have a Gretsch, but I haven't had my Gretsch itch. But I know it's coming. I know it's coming quick.
Definitely. And we got our buddy Rico B.
Rico! B.
And music and love, Ryan Hall, Randy Crooks, who actually sent me a message 5 minutes ahead saying, "Look, let's just go ahead and get this started. I'm ready." So
yeah, let's go live. What the hell? But we're sitting there and says like, how do I open this, Charles? What do I do? And Sherman's like, get this together, Presley. It's a whole argument before we go live. The whole thing, and the goats screaming in the background, and it's a scene.
All kinds of things just going wrong. R3 Locking Nut in the chat.
Lock it up.
By our buddy Bruce.
I can't do a R2, R3, but I got the locking nut. Locking nut. Like if you were R2, R3, locking nut would be my warrior move I would do before I went to battle.
Love it.
Like, the Steve I battle, like back in, you've seen the movie Crossroads?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. So if he would have went 1, 2, 3, locking nut, he would have been beaten Daniel to death with the guitar. End of movie over. That's the 2024 version of it. Is Steve I plays his role again. He's aged, or he's relicked a little bit. And this time he stabs him in the throat with the overpriced Ibanez.
I'm not sure to go with there. Where to go with that?
I'm sorry. I went all the way there.
Dennis Ellis, who is in the chat with us. Welcome in, my friends.
Oh.
And followed by Mr. Mercury, Josh Tanberg.
Yeah, what up, Josh?
And our buddy River Docs as well.
Gluggity, 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 glug on the Mercuries for sure. What up, River Docs? How are you doing, sir?
And we've got Ben Coombs in the chat and Martian Murray.
Oh, Ben.
And our buddy Keith followed by Patrick Trites.
Mm-hmm.
And Hit Metalworks, Eddie Fay, Wayne McConnell.
What up, Eddie? What up, Hip?
Jimmy Bider is in here with us as well. Welcome in.
What up, Jimmy? Man, lots of people. So it's just so much scrolling.
Oh yeah, we got Paul McNary and all the cats. And our buddy Ryan OU812 has come into the chat as well. And Michael Kraus.
There's something tapping.
And so I think that catches us up.
Crazy. I think because these ear monitors are so good now, I hear things that I normally wouldn't hear. Now, I mean, they're like in-ear, very precise monitors. Crazy. Mm-hmm.
All right, so happy New Year to everybody, and
Happy New Year.
welcome back. And so we're kind of trying to figure out and looking at what is the year 2020, happy Guitar New Year for you, first of all. And, what are your plans for guitar and gear in the year 2024?
I got plans.
You have plans.
I do have plans.
All right, so let's hear your plans.
2024 is the year of painting my own bodies and doing some set neck, some glued stuffs, like some SGs, and also some bolt-on SGs, which I think are a kind of a thing, because I've messed with SGs before where I was like, oh my God, this thing just needs a shim and it would be so much better. But anyway, so some juniors, like some Les Paul juniors. What up, Paul? Meow, 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 meow. Mm-hmm. I'm giving all the cats some love. And then guess who loves the cats the most?
Of course, the goat.
Yeah, he wants to hang out with the cats and jump around and do cat goat therapy.
Well, Scott Rockaway started his new year with a 75 small stone for $25.
Wait, hold on. With a what? With a for
A
who?
small stone. It's a pedal.
Oh,
for
okay.
Yeah. And so he's starting off the year well. And so welcome in, Scott. And
there was locally in Fairfax, in the city that I live in, so very locally, there was a Mustang headphone amp that you could, you plug it in, and it's a very recent model of it, and they wanted, I think, $50. And even though I just got the Spark, I was tempted because I was like, oh, well, that would be very tempting for the opposite thing that this Spark 40 doesn't do, which is fit in your pocket.
And Josh is hoping to snag up a Gretsch for $500, and I can tell you it can be done.
Damn it. Can he ride the goat? It'd be very difficult because Sherman has, like we've discussed this before, if Sherman had more flexibility in his knees, he'd be better off for things along those lines. Oh, but you know what? He can almost hook on to there and kind of get away with that. Look at this. Oh, okay. Well,
it's a Velcro situation, yeah.
Right. Or a one-time deal, and he's just there for permanently forever, or until the glue gives up.
I don't want to know. And it looks like R2R3 has got plans for a Big Muff in his future.
Nice. I mean, that is very open-ended, and I could just really take us down with that. If anybody who's actively on the search for a Big Muff, well, let's see, where would I recommend? Couple of guitar stores. Oh, and Tinder. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
On the bright side, Michael Krause said, he was looking at a Princeton Reverb for $600 on Reverb. Yeah, unfortunately, he missed it. It got sold out from beneath him. So
that's a bummer, but yeah, I get it. I saw another gem guitar, so I didn't pull the trigger on I got the guy to do $900 for the Parker. So that $1,300 Parker, if I wanted to pick it up, still available, still out there. So I could do it for $9, which means that I could probably do it for $8, right? On day of the deal, or, walk away. I'd be a little bitter, but I could probably walk away with, $850 or whatever. Excuse me, but something has arisen in the ether webs in my community that is something that I find very interesting. So
the Parker is on hold then.
Well, here's the thing. It's just pipe dreams anyway, because God knows I'm not spending $1,000 on a guitar right now. Because when you think about it, I got, my American made Fender, which is a father given Strat. Like Ben is here, I think. So Ben knows the value of that father given guitar. can't really put a sticker number on it, right? So that I got that guitar, and don't play it enough. Then I got my brother's 71 SG, don't play it enough. So I just can't buy another $1,000 guitar, even if it's beautiful and something I want and something that's cool. Can I tell you what it is, though?
Oh yeah, please do.
It's a Carvin. So before they went to Kiesel, it's a little bit of a Stratty style body, but it's all burl body, all bird's eye neck, and just really, really amazing matching headstock, just for $1,000.
Wow.
And the 22 pole, those are my dogs here.
They were.
God, that dog, dude! I swear to God, it's my neighbor is super cool, right? And his dog is kind of weird. It's like a long-haired dog, like one of those weird kind of shepherd dogs that you'd see in a movie. Anyway, I know that it's not my dog's fault because every dog hates that dog. Which my dog also hates that dog, but every dog that goes by, like some dogs that go by, my dog like, hey, how are you doing? Runs down, they sniff, they say hi. But every dog that goes by hates that dog. So I just think it's something. And I just want him to have a good life. He's just enjoying retirement. That's all you want for people. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Jerry's saying, what's that, Seth? You want me to give you a 91 SG? Don't know where
91, no thank. But hey, I've got a 71 from my brother, which I don't play enough. So what I'm saying is, if I got another, even my Carvin, you see my Carvin double cut Chiquico, I don't play that like I should. Because you know what the problem is? I love playing my guitars. I should build less quality guitars that I would hate playing, and I would play my other guitars that I also do all the setup work for. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, Jimmy Biter, he scored a Line 6 M13, a Hardwire DL8, and a Hardwire CR7. So today.
These are all pedals?
These are all pedals, yeah.
Wow, okay. So 2024 so far has been the January of the pedal.
Yeah.
Right. That is cool.
But someone a while back said that and I believe it was Patrick Trites, and he said that 2024 was going to be a year of playing more guitar for him, and that is my plan. This is the year where I'm going to practice a whole bunch, and I'm going to get my skills up to scratch so I can go ahead and start jamming with other people.
Totally. Yep. Playing more, and I got to get my head wrapped around having my favorite guitars out, or not locked up to be safe. You know what I mean? Or yeah, I just need to break them out and play them more. Mm-hmm.
Playing your own guitars on here is just product placement, Seth.
I can't help it, right? It's just plus, like, I do, like I'm trying to say is that I do have a really good Gibson. I do have a really good Carvin. I do have a really nice Fender. I do have all these other really nice guitars. They're right there. But I end up walking down here, but because I kind of keep those away. The reason I do that is that if you were to come into my place and start stealing all my stuff, and you're like, because there's a whole staircase you got to go down. If you're like, and so you're like, oh, okay, we found the room. We're going to start stealing the stuff, guys. And even if you had a bunch of guys, so you're going to have to start stealing the stuff. And then you're going to get to that stuff kind of last, because that's in this little closet that's underneath and behind. So, but is that really safe if somebody, but I'm rarely away. It's not like I'm away for 3 weeks. And plus when I'm away, my mother-in-law is here. So, well, are we not all paranoid about our guitars? Are you ever paranoid when you leave?
Oh yeah, when you're away, yeah, definitely. I thought about mine when I was back east.
How many times have people in the chat decided not to stop and do something in their car because they had $4,000 worth of guitar in the back? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you got 2 guitars that are both top notch and maybe an amp if you're gigging, but yeah, it's hard to pull over and have dinner. You're like, fuck that. I'm not. Let's just go home and let's get sandwiches.
So on Terry 3G's guitar list this year of gear, he really just wants to get a good mid-tier bass to get back into playing bass.
And, Terry 3G, come on, get it. Let's just do this, Terry. Let's build a bass kit. You let me know if you're going to order a bass kit from like Solo Guitars or Guitar Kit World. And you do a bass, I'll do a bass. It'll be my first. What up, Dwight? It'll be my first bass that I built, and we'll bounce back and forth. Okay, I did this. Okay, I did that. Okay, did this. And we can also get on the back side of it and like figure stuff out together. So, and plus I got some parts back here for a bass. So just saying, it'd be cool to have content.
Oh, there is something going on in chat because R2 Larcy Locking Knight was saying he needs a Quentin James pick. I heard you can sweet pick with those cat orange whistling. And of course, Ben says R2 R3. That's a lie. I have one and I still suck. The chat is going faster than I keep up with it. Hello, Dwight Bailey. Welcome in, my friend. It is going faster than I can keep up with keep the comments.
Ryan says he wants me to build him a Telly with a Floyd. And he'll give me an honest review, right? But an honest review of a Floyd is, this thing sucks. He sent me a piece of shit. Well, you ordered a Floyd. Well, it's a piece of crap. It requires so much work to stay in tune and be loved. But once we'll just work on it for 4 hours. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking with you. You get it. You know what I would rather do is build a dude. I love hardtail guitars. So I'd rather build you something that you know is your hardtail Strat or you know is your hardtail Telly. But if you wanted to go trem, I would say do Vega trem on a Telly because they have a new Vega trem that attaches to a Telly bridge.
Well, Ryan came back. He says, let's put a trans trem on it.
Trans trem, that would be quite expensive, though. That's more expensive than most of the parts that you see behind you.
But Ryan can source that for you. He knows all the people.
Right. Well, I mean, I'd be happy to build something with the trans trem as long as the posts the same. I mean, I could figure it out. We could map it out, but I'm sure that they have instructions that come with it. But the posts probably are the same distance as a Floyd, which would make it easy. But what's the routing hitch? I'd probably have to route something new, which is cool. We can do that too.
Well, Michael Krause's 2024 goals is to sell stuff he doesn't use, and he wants to buy 1 or 2 things that will make him play more.
Totally. Josh had said that, I think it was Josh that said that he would be interested in getting, and text me again if it is you, Josh, because I can always look back on my text, but somebody was interested in getting a headless built from me where I would do the paint job and build the whole thing. And I was thinking of building one for myself because I'd mentioned it, and then somebody texted and was like, hey, dude, if you're going to do it, I'll buy it. And I never like to do it like that, like on order, because then I feel like I'm going to let you down. So what I do is this. I build it for my damn self. And if I like it enough and I'm stoked on it, I'll be like, all right, well, this is a great guitar. Then I tell you about it and you can choose to buy it or not. Instead of building something to somebody's expectations, build them to my own expectations and then pass it down. But then down the road, if I've done it 4 or 5 times, I guess is what I'm saying. Once I get it down, cracker jack, and have the paint jobs down to where they're stoked, then I would, bang them out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this would work though, Paul. A 335 with a Floyd.
They do have that. It's called a Bigsby. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I don't know. You could do it. You can do anything. You just you get the ones that have the long block in them, and do the Floyd routing in that block. If you look it up, somebody's done it. Because if we think of it, somebody has done it for sure. Because people do everything. There's too many people, and they got too much time. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even begin to sit there and think of doing that with a 335 because you're talking about semi-hollow.
Right.
You have a huge cavity for the top of the Floyd, and don't the strings for a Floyd come? No, they don't. Never mind.
But 335 being loose, right? Because you
That's
could
right.
do the top in carbon fiber and have it all routed out to mount in some weird way. I don't know.
I don't. It sounds like it would be a headache to me. I don't know.
Right? Oh, hey, is anybody curious what that is right there? It came to me. You can't see it in the so
It's a note.
It is a note, but it's a note from Google's and from YouTube.
Oh,
I don't know if you've gotten yours because your channel has been getting blown up. You can go ahead and put me full screen here so I can show this off. This is an award that it got from YouTube. For 100, this is for 144 subscribers, and it was written on this little piece of paper, and it was just dropped off in my mailbox. So it's pretty proud of that. And people that are becoming 145, who knows what kind of award they might send? Might be on a paper towel, which I could use that for absorbing things later. So
that is too funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Sorry, I had to show off my YouTube.
No,
which is right here, 144, baby, and on the rise.
I love it.
And I'm watching my phone because if I hit 145, I'm expecting I'll have another award showing up very quickly.
There is a lot of conversation going on in the chat about this 335 with a Floyd in it.
Of course, right?
Because how much you would be taking a whole lot of wood out of that center block. I don't know. I don't know that structurally the guitar would hold up over time.
Do it with steel. Somebody's done it. I'm telling you, it's done. Whoever's got the clickety clacks and the second window open, look up 335 with the Floyd. It's done. Dude, thank you, Ryan. I know 144. It's been a big deal getting there, and I'm gonna unsubscribe tonight. You're going down, buddy. Look, come on, Sherman. I mean, that's the reason I got him the phone and the whole reason. He even has a phone, so he can be subscribed to our channel. So I know, pretty tough. So my buddy sent me a text today with a picture of his fretboard that had dried out. Or he has tons of guitars. This is one of the ones that he built, and the fretboard had like totally dried out on him. But dude, it dried out like beyond. If you'll take me back to full screen again.
We can do that.
And I'll do this.
Oh my.
Look at that.
That is not good.
It looks like a fence. Luckily it's a relic guitar. Give me one more second. I'll pull up another one that'll give you, there's these little pock holes that are almost like a worm got in there or something.
Yeah, there's a bunch going on there.
So the only way to cure that, in my opinion, would be to take it down, pull the frets, get your radius block, and sand down the wood and hope that those holes and imperfections aren't the whole way down, or sand it a little bit, assess it, and if it is, put some kind of filler. You could put epoxy filler in there, which would look cool. If you had the frets off, you could put some colored epoxy filler. Oh, you know what would be cool? Some glow-in-the-dark clear epoxy filler, and put it over that, and then let it sink in, and then sand it back down smooth, and then you'd have glow-in-the-dark veins in the neck. Dude, Todd, we just figured it out, but that means you got to pull the frets. No one wants to pull the frets.
I like R2R3 solution here. Eat some greasy pizza and play guitar. That'll fix it.
Exactly. That's what I told him. I said it's a relic guitar, right? So let's just play. I would say just play it for this next tour, and as long as it's comfortable and you don't encounter, then it's relic. So that's kind of cool, and especially like you said, if your fingers play in some wear marks to it, he says Ben just says no. Yeah. Yeah, right. What happened there? It's a quality neck. It came from a higher end supplier, which is it's odd that it would.
Now, that's not a neck you got, right? That's a neck that a buddy of yours got, right?
That is a neck that a buddy of mine that builds high end custom guitars that encountered, and he's like, "What the hell? What can I do?" And I'm like, "I've never seen it." So I sent out a text to my local brain trust, like the 3 luthiers that I have no one's texted me back yet because they don't. I'm just kidding. Hopefully they'll get back to me later and tell me, because has anybody seen this? So I just sent it out to all you guys. There's the brain trust, right? So
Patty Dill is just letting you know that she just subscribed to you. She's number 145.
You're right, Ben. He buys enough necks from them that they would probably just, if he sends them pictures of that, I think that they would just either give him another one half off or less, or just give him another one free, because he does 20 necks a year or something like that. So, yep.
Yeah, that would definitely go right back. It's one you need to try to figure out what you move.
But here's the thing, y'all. It didn't look like that when they sent it to him. It didn't look like that when we plecked it. Not that it was noticeable enough for me to really say, what the hell? And then he went back down and was getting ready to go on tour and finally going to get around to polishing it out and all that. And it looks like that now. So that's weird, right? And it hasn't been necessarily dry and hot. It's been kind of wet. And, wait, hold on. Is Ryan Hall saying that Ryan Hall, were you not subscribed and just subscribe?
He's just celebrating, I think. He's just celebrating.
Well, he says 145.
Well,
just got another one.
Because Patty was saying she was 145, so she's celebrating.
Wait, because YouTube was friendly enough. You can single me out again, please, if you don't mind.
You're gonna really.
They did include they included a secondary award for number 145, woohoo, which we have now achieved. And I know it was crazy. They figured I was on the ride, baby. And you know what? If we might have more awards around somewhere if we're making it up, because wait, hold on. R2R3 says 146. God knows Are you kidding me, R2R3? Did you just get number 146? What?
I'm afraid to ask how many of these are really there.
Look, we may or not be able to take it through 150. All right, Charles. I'm just saying 146. Yes. You like that? That's direct from Google. It was actually a Google Droid robot that showed up himself, driven by Elon in a Tesla. Yeah, dude, thank you so much, R2R3. Was that actually you, R2R3? I should write that down on there and keep that for what is it? Posterity?
So I think it'd be safe to say that for part of your 2024 is to see your YouTube channel grow rapidly.
Yeah, we're trying to get up to my magic number. You guys know what my magic number is? It's totally legal in California, y'all. 420. That's my number. Yeah, bring me up to 420. Although it's going to be a long climb from here. But here's the thing. I'm not climbing because I'm trying to get to the top. I'm climbing because I'm trying to get to a ledge where I can hide and drink a beer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get to the top. I just want to get up there and hang out. Yes, R2R3 subscribe, so that I will save this for you, dude. I'm mailing this one to you, unless you live where it costs me more than 35 cents.
Well, Guitar Man 45, you are not late. You are here right on time, and want to thank you for coming on in. We appreciate it.
Mr. BH Jr. just became number 147. Dun, dun, dun. That's crazy, dude. These awards are not easy to come by, y'all. I mean, I'm actually, I got to tell you, I hope I have a pencil here, Charles, because for 148, my intention was to make the 7 into the 8.
Oh,
wait, no. I'm going to make the 6 into the 8 if we get there. And then the 7 can become a 9. quite easily.
I
And then
think-
if we get to 150, we tear them all up and use that as confetti.
well, I am looking forward in 2024 to see updates on Guitar Man 45 Studio. Hopefully.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Love to see. I know he's been working hard at that, and he's been looking for stuff and figuring out stuff he has that he forgot he had, and a lot of construction going on there. So we're
Where is he located
waiting
again?
with bated breath.
Where's his studio? How far away? Because all of these playing with Presley's videos I'm doing is just qualification to let him know that I'm available for studio work. Bring me on.
Ryan figured it out.
Videothon. Yes, it is. Sub and subscribe. It's kind of weird though, dude, because I've got so little followers and it's almost like having zero momentum. You know what I mean? It's not like you're stuck in a backwater, but you have zero momentum. And I'm not good at making videos. I'm terrible at making videos. I'm better at the hanging out and playing guitar, which is why I've been doing that a lot more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Terry's on board. He's waiting for Guitar Man 45 Studio to be done and that fiber internet to be installed for him.
That's just what's going on in my house right now, Charles.
Oh, really?
Fiber internet is going in right now. When I left, I was hoping because it was getting dark. I got a headline. So yeah, it'll be fiber time up there, which will be cool. I might start doing the show depending, because here's the thing, I'm coming down here because I got all the guitars down here and all that, and all the amps, but I've just been using the Spark amp anyway. Do it from
Guitar Man 45 says the hardest part is coming up with the cash to pay for it all, so he doesn't have to sell any of the children.
Right? Selling the children is. Oh no. Yeah, selling the children. You never know when you're gonna. So, are you having a beer tonight, Charles? Or are you keeping it together?
I am not. I have not had. I have not had a beer since July, other than the case that I bought. I bought a case of Guinness for New Year's, and went through that, and that was it. But that was the only beer I've had since I bought the Univox.
So you're saying you're a quitter?
No,
you just gave up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
It was. I could drink the beer or I could drink the root beer, but I couldn't drink both the beer and the root beer without becoming like 900 pounds.
Yep, soda pop. Soda pop was the first thing I had to give up. Oh, that's loud. Okay. Soda pop was the first thing I had to give up, my friend, for years and years and years, and I do love it. When I have soda pop is like, when you have that craving for crack, you go and you do soda pop instead.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have a craving for crack?
No.
It's the same.
Not at all.
It's the same as the craving for soda pop. So there you go.
Oh, okay. I'll take you. I'll take your word for that.
Hold on. Damn it. I have to get a pencil to get Quentin James 149 because that is a 9. We're gonna get there, y'all.
I don't even know what to do that.
I better prepare this confetti for the people and I had bought this confetti from the store, y'all. I'm not making it now.
And RU2 R3 Locking Nut says, I have not had a beer since I unleashed fury on OU812 show.
Oh, Seth on crack. Oh, Seth on crack. How are you? Here's the thing that I find funny about crackheads. They're very motivated. Like if you could motivate the crackhead to be not so motivated only by crack, like being the thing, like they're like they get a lot done when it comes to crack. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing.
Well, one of them can fuck Jay's ears because that's a new one in the chat.
We made it! Oh my God, I never thought the day would come we'd make it to 150 subscribers. Dude, I know. All right, so Charles, I'm retiring from YouTube.
Is it? Yeah, 150.
That's it.
That's
all I can
it.
take. I can't take the fame. Is that they're already making River Docs is currently making his documentary about where is he now, and Seth Presley. Yeah, it's crazy. So that's it.
This has
one.
got it. Last thing years has got to be Quentin James.
It's very sad. No. Very sad though. So you were playing with your Spark amp earlier, which I thought that was cool. Sounded really good.
Yeah, I was. I hadn't used the Spark amp in quite a while, and I hadn't had it hooked up to the computer in a while.
Dude, all you people that subscribe, I really appreciate you. I am so annoying, but the funny thing is, put your whatever notification thing bell on, because I'm also very random, and the hilarious stuff happens sometimes at the random time. Kind of Quentin James style, but not off that. Quentin is off the hook with the random. He will have you laughing. Actually, you should pull over and watch his videos because you don't want to start laughing and crash. But anyway, so pull over when you watch the Quentin James shorts.
So everybody is just off the rails with their comments tonight. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. It is so fun. I don't always drink beer. When I do, I drink Dos Equis.
I love
the most interesting. People used to call me the most interesting man in the world and joke with me.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because soon there will be a behind the music with puppet interviews.
153
right there.
I'm wondering, how is that even one possible? 153. All right, I'm gonna have to go out in the mailbox and look for more of these awards. That's crazy, dude. 153 with it. I can't believe it. The weird thing is, it's so fun to see on the little algorithm thing. Oh, here's your success. People like you. You're a good person. And then I come down to my workshop and it's like, people don't like you, Presley. You're nobody. And I'm like, dude, I'm a good person and people do like me. Right, Charles? We're good. You're good.
We're good most of the time, yeah.
I mean, I try to be good. I flip out occasionally.
Well, we all do. That we all do.
The guy that we came to I think I told you I was on my bike and we both came to a Hollywood stop, and then like I went out and then he kept going out in his truck and then he just like powered through, right? And then I like slowed down and went behind him and went into the bike lane, and then I'm riding, and after he powered through and could have taken me out. So I was like, went around him. And then he pulled over. He's like, yeah, you fucking should stop. I'm not. And I was like, oh my God, is this happening right now? Am I about to punch this old dude? Because it's like, dude, man, you're about to run me down. Anyway, I try not to get like that. It happens very occasionally.
Well, you know, I've been thinking about a lot of things, and I decided that 2024, like I said, is the year that I'm gonna work on my playing. Right, that's the one thing.
Some scales. Oh shoot. Darn it, I was going to bring it down here for you, Charles. They're the easiest scale things in the world that you look at, and the only reason I want you to look at them and sit down for an hour and go through and get the scales because they have the YouTube videos that we've been using for our Sparks, right?
River Docs, we appreciate that, by the way.
What's that? What did River say?
He got you a few more subs.
Dude, River Docs, you are the man. So on our Spark amps, I'm going to go and pull this up as we're going. I've been using the Delio, and I've mainly been going right to ballad.
Okay.
And let's see what's we're gonna hear it, I think. Excuse me, so sorry about that. Okay. So this one is going to give you the scale. Makes me want to start shredding, pick up the guitar and start shredding it. But that's way better than a looper. That one didn't have the scale. Hold on. Oh my God.
Well, you know, where I was going with all that stuff is, so that's the one part of what I want to do, right?
What's the other part?
What I want to do is I want to go ahead and get myself to where I need to be working on just one guitar at a time instead of having multiple projects going. So I'm going to try to limit that, but I want to kick out at least 12 fabric tops this year.
Mm.
And so
The work shelf, the shelf that has, I showed you pictures of it, I think last week. 4 or 5 shelves. You can fit 2 guitars on each shelf because one guitar each direction, right? You can buy the shelf at Costco for $100, 100 and whatever. So you get yourself one shelf, and on that you can have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 guitars in progress. Or what I usually did was 2, 4, 6 guitars in progress and 2 shelves of stuff happening, parts and pieces. And that's a great way to get going. But I know what you're saying about getting too many irons in the fire.
Yeah. And it was I had to take a break. I was working on the Warlock, and I was working on Charles Green's guitar, and I just had to take the break for the holidays because I was not seeing things clearly, and I was beginning to rush my work, and I didn't want to do any of that. So
it's got to be fun, or you lose it becomes less fun.
And I was having problems with these too.
Oh yeah, well yeah. But here's the thing: why I build each guitar for myself. Because then I built it for myself, right? Then I let them go. Mm-hmm. But, that's what a Presley custom is. It's a Presley guitar that then I sold. I have done requests and I do custom builds, but I keep all those, I try to keep all those people's perspectives within reality of what they're actually getting. But, outsource those hands. Yeah, get somebody else in there. You got to have some more teenagers. Get them in there.
And so Unbelievable is saying 12 how many are lined up. And so of the 12, there are 2 customer orders, 2 customers waiting in line, waiting to send me some stuff. And the rest, there's one for my brother that I have to do. There's there's some other ones I need to go ahead and I need to do the Explorer that Unbelievable sent me because I promised I was going to do that for content. And so we need to do that one and get that up. And so,
right.
And so we're going to do some things and hopefully get some guitars noticed here locally in the live music scene. And God knows from there what'll happen.
I think it might be cool at some point to fabric top over. I don't know how well it would work, but if you routed out an actual hole in the body and then had electronics going in there, the long and short of it is had some lights going in there to illuminate an LED light that could illuminate from behind the fabric, like some eyes or something, for instance, in the fabric. And then the shellac basically could go right over it, right? And just cover it right over, make it all smooth.
Yeah.
Who's Explorer? Your Explorer, my Explorer. I want an Explorer. Everybody gets an Explorer tonight.
They are not letting go of this 335 with a Floyd because now I'm getting pictures.
Somebody sent you a picture. Yeah, I knew
Ryan sent me a picture. I was like,
damn it, I wish it was bigger.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's not letting me make. Hold on, here I go.
That's just what it is.
I can go.
They don't want you to see. Oh, there it is. Hello. Oh my God! Oh, you know what that is though? That's one of those Floyds that go on. It's those Adafloyd. Which we didn't even think about that. It's one of those X Floyds that you can just add on. That is, Ryan. How about a Strat with one of those monstrosities on it?
Oh my gosh.
Right? No, like he wanted a Telly. I'm sorry, a Telly, but it's a Gibson style bridge Telly with that thing on it. That would be awful. I mean, maybe it would be cool. Could be really cool. You got good pickups in it and you got it set up right. That thing might be awesome.
Yeah, Guitar Man 45 Bow. That is, that's the HB Explorer that was one of the ones that Unbelievable sent to me.
Nope.
That had some challenges in fabric topping, and so
I know.
wait, that's the one we're gonna go ahead and do.
Wait, hold on. Hold that thing back up. Sorry. Please, come on. We are ADD here. We need long exposure. There you go. Thank you. You know what? What pickups are in that?
They're just a humbucker. It's a Harley Benton guitar with all Harley Benton stuff in it, and so we'll have, when we fabric top it, I'm sure we'll probably put in a nicer set of pickups.
Yeah, because we'll have to talk. I got a bunch. I have some nickel that would, and some chrome that might look good in there that are the Bartolini humbuckers. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So yeah, man, I think I'm gonna buy a S. You know, what I really want to buy and haven't been able to find it is the SG1 or a SG Junior. You know what I mean? A single pickup route for an SG. You know, I should maybe do my own custom body shape that's kind of like that. Thin, light, one killer pickup, one volume, one tone, and bang them out. Mm-hmm.
Whoops, sorry.
It's okay.
So Keith is saying, Charles, do you have good fabric stores there that have walls of fabric? There are two big chains here. You have there's Joann's.
Good old Joanne. Yep.
There's also Hobby Lobby has a good fabric selection.
Oh yeah.
Well, and so locally I can get a whole bunch. I get a whole bunch of really great stuff. But online there is a company called Spoonflower that has an unlimited amount of fabrics, and you can get fabric printed on demand.
Oh.
And so you can design your own and have it printed out and do it, but that's a little bit more intense. But you can go through a bunch of patterns that they've already done, and so there's just that fabric cop Leprechaun. Get your own paisley is a fabric that I had ordered from Spoonflower to do a Kelly Deluxe.
Right.
And of course, I've been putting other customers ahead of that, and so I haven't done it yet. But I do have that fabric for that.
Huh. So we got somebody who came in with the actual name of the thing we were talking about, the FRX.
There you go.
That is the add-on that you can make it into a Floyd. Good call on that, Scott. NAMM is coming up. If I had the time, if I had the money.
Vox Guitar Rocks, welcome in. I didn't see you before, but he said Fabric Land. That would be cool.
It would be cool.
It is bad when I go into I prefer going into Joann's, and when I go into Joann's, there's a girl that helps me most of the time when I go in there, and she's okay.
Joanne,
like, show me that and she'll just say, at this point she's showing. Okay, ask me. Show me. Is this going on a guitar? Show me one, right? And so yeah, they
going on a guitar.
They look for fabrics for me when I'm not there sometimes. So
that's funny. They should keep a Charles 75N section of like what would be the cool stuff to have for. Victoria's Secret does have great fabric. I was thinking you should. That's where my wife worked at Victoria's Secret when she was in high school, and I think a little bit into college. She was a good old Victoria's Secret girl. Back when they were quality. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ben is funny. He says, I thought Charles was banned from Hobby Lobby. Something about a fist fight over a swatch.
Right. You get away from that fabric. No, it's mine. I want that for my quilt. Yeah, that could be a whole issue, dude. Fighting with people over. Yeah.
Oh, this is too funny. Too much fun.
Oh, sheer fabric that shows the wood grain. Seems like a lot of work to get there, right? Ben, that's funny.
I love it.
That's the one that you request Charles to build because you got a ton of money. I got a shit ton. So I'm just gonna I got more money than I even need. I just had, whatever. I was invested in X and it went well, and whatever it is. And so you just make Charles make you a clear cloth guitar, and then like right when he's finishing it up, like done, I'm gonna send it off to you. Great. I want to order another 2.
All right, and so Guitar Man 45 has been talking about this project for a little while. He keeps hitting at it. So he's got a Strat style body. He's going to send me with some 2012 Rush T-shirts, and so I could take my time with it. And so I'm looking forward to that project coming in.
Wow, that'd be killer.
The interesting thing about it is I thought that it would be. In some ways, working with the things I'm learning from Charles Green's guitar, the T-shirt fabric is both easy and harder to work with at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things there's a stretch in the fabric that allows me to do some things that I couldn't do with the other fabrics, but it also means I need to take a whole lot more care with making sure that I have used more than plenty sanding sealer on it, because if you don't, it will just suck up your clear, and so it requires more sanding sealer than a traditional fabric would, because
you like basically have to seal that whole shirt. Yeah. You know what you could maybe do that might help starch the shirt, so however the fabric, I don't know, maybe that's not as good for wrapping, huh? But maybe because they make spray starch, you could just spray that onto the shirt after it's all wrapped and then hit it with a sanding sealer, because that starch will fill up some of those pores. I don't know if I'm just talking, but I would try.
There have been, as I do these, every time I do one, there's some experimentation in it, right? Because I'm trying to refine the process to make sure everything comes out easier. And, but it's just one of the things where I was going with less sanding sealer on it. I thought I had all the pores locked up, and ended up it didn't. And so
bubbling through, and you can kind of see the difference where it went through.
Yeah, well, you can. It's like you spray it, and it's not on top; it's soaking into the fabric. And so, but we have corrected that. It's good to go. We're never going to know once I finish it. So.
That's awesome, though. That's really cool that you can do that with a concert T-shirt fabric. I would almost want to, rather than start out with a body that somebody already has, I'd say start out with a Bear Paolina, or whatever they are, the Paolonia body.
I just want Mr. Coombs to understand that payback is a bitch.
Just for the unboxing video, right? And the try-on video. He just has to do the unboxing and the try-on. Not that I've ever experienced that.
Oh, let's see. Okay, there is a gear question here. Vox Guitar Rock says he's got a 5-watt tube amp, and cranked up, it's as loud as his 50-watt solid state amp. Why is that, Seth?
Those are some hard working watts. Some hard working watts. Here's the thing about a 5-watt amp. I had a 5-watt Black Star, right? Like a 110 separate cab 5-watt head, which I also thought was loud as F. I thought, oh man, this thing is loud. Can you guys hear that as loud as I do?
Oh, yeah.
That's great. That's just wonderful. Sorry about that. So anyway, I thought that Black Star was loud as fuck. I was like, oh, this is loud. I'm taking it to this practice, because I got invited to go to my buddy. He used to be my buddy. He was that complainer customer that I told you that I made him a Vega trim, and he was just such a jerk about his complaints to me that were self-induced with string changes. And then I was like, dude, anyway, so long story short, what was I saying? God damn it. It's because my wife was texting me. She needs to not text me. She said, Trevor said we got the phones, which is great. I ordered new cell phones, but he won't wait there until after 8. He said, I had a problem with the login for our new Wi-Fi, which is the new...
Okay.
Whatever, that's just fine. That just means that's the life that I get to walk into after this, is figuring out the new internet, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, do you have to go now to go get
Absolutely not. No, it's not an emergency. It's
Okay.
just. But the new phones. So we went in to get new cell phones because my phone is so old, and they didn't, of course, didn't have them in stock, but they ordered them, and now they're in stock. We're supposed to pick them up tomorrow after work. Yeah,
Mhm.
I work tomorrow. How depressing is that?
Well, it's what you got to do sometimes.
It's fine. I know, but I just been on vacation so long that it's.
But you were answering that question about why the 4-watt.
I lost my train of thought. So I was taking this 5-watt Blackstar I got invited to go to a band practice with this buddy that I built him a guitar. Anyway, so I show up to the band practice. He's got a half stack. I think it was a half stack, 212s Blackstar. The bass player has, quarter stack, whatever, 115, or it was loud. The drummer was insanely loud. And there was another, the bass player, the drummer, him, and that was it. That's all there needed to be. Trust me, that's all there needed to be, because my 5-watt could not keep up. With his, I think he had a 50-watt head, and I don't know what the bass player had, but I remember realizing that at home alone, being the only person creating those, that's an instance where you're actually creating the sound waves in the room that you need to push. Because you're fighting for room with the bass and everybody else. And the 5-watt, I was just like, I might as well not even play. Just not even. So, yeah. So it's great, but it's not, depends on who you're playing with. You might need to bring more.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, Seth, before we head on out, what else? What are your kind of plans for 2024? You talked a little bit about it at the beginning.
Yep.
But you didn't quite finish.
So I'm going to build a couple of short scale, hardtail, Mustang in style builds. So that's coming soon. And then, and that's going to be with my own new, which I still have been working on. I showed you how terrible my first attempt at making my own headstock shape was.
Mm-hmm.
So hard to do that and make it look like anything that anybody would like. And especially when you're us and we're like, pick ourselves apart with every maneuver, like, oh, that's no good. That's no good. Yeah. And even if you had something good, it's hard to tell yourself that. So you need to show everything you have to somebody else that's kind of got perspective. And maybe you come and, so I'm going to try something more, I don't know. I don't want to say Ibanez-y, but like, I don't know. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff on paper and I'm just going to cut a couple of headstocks.
Love it.
It's a hard thing to do, but I'm also going to hopefully laser engrave Presley on the headstock.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that should be coming in the next couple months with these builds. So doing that, which are a couple short scales, then we're doing SG, maybe at bolt-on SG, then glue-in SG. And then I've also been thinking about some juniors. So this is the year of me painting some guitars on my own, doing light nitro.
Okay, your audio cut off, buddy. We lost your audio.
All right. Sometimes it's very sensitive to this whole thing. It's a sensitive mic.
Yep, we got you back.
So sensitive. Oh God. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Doing some hardtail, short scale guitars that are going to be light nitro finishes. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Done at home. Yep.
Excellent.
Crank the game. So hopefully people have been coming by playing some Presleys on Wednesdays, and everybody knows what? Everybody knows what, Sherman? Everybody knows it. It's chatting with Charles. That's right. But what time is that show? It's one of the best shows on the internet. You're right. You better be there. It's going to be on Sunday morning, and it's going to be at what time, Charles?
At 11 Central, 10 Eastern.
Nobody knows the goddamn Central Time. Come on, give us the coasts that matter. We need Pacific and we need Eastern. That Central Time is bullshit. Sorry. I lived in Hawaii for the longest time, and my brother was always so mad about why does it have to be different time zone, bro? It's Pacific. You're just off the edge of like California. I was like, no, we're like really far out here, Todd. We're far. No, you're not. You don't need another time zone. It's so inconvenient. And then when he visited me for the first time, which I love my big brother so much because he came out to Hawaii when I moved there and surfed with me and hung out and threw up on my floor, which is like, that's amazing. Yeah, he's like, it is far. They do need that time zone. So it's a good thing. Todd like let him know it was okay for them to keep the time zone. They were.
Well, if nothing else, what we do know is you have to go into the year with a plan, or things just going to take you in what direction. So if you want to go in a certain direction, if there's something you actually want to achieve, put a plan together, execute that plan. And
well, we'll work on the playing. Like that's something that I do in my work life is teach music. So I am thrilled to be a part of your journey and to help to motivate you, give you some goals. I could send you a couple of things that are like, look, work on this, dude. This is a good place to be. I'm so thankful for my dad making me do we're gonna go a tiny bit long. Hopefully no one's like, is somebody waiting for us? I don't think so. All the scales. Anyway, I'm just saying, I'm so thankful for my dad making me sit down and play scales at the beginning of my practice.
Yeah.
Because now the scales make sense. The scales mold together. And people that have seen me play know I don't play great. I play okay.
Ben has had me working on my skills for quite a while now, and I do need to put more time into it.
Rico B, I was on Oahu. I moved out to Oahu when I was 18, the day after I graduated high school, walked the stage. The next day had a 2 suitcases and a surfboard bag. And me and a buddy that we had both worked at the same TV store in Berkeley, California, quit on the same day, walked into the owner's office and said, hey, we're both quitting because we're moving to Hawaii. This is 1 month's notice. It's pretty cool to give a month's notice. And then moved together to Hawaii and went there with, I think I had $3,000 saved. And with the first week we were in a hotel, then we found an apartment and we had an apartment for a month and found jobs and just grinded it out. And I lived in Hawaii for 5 years.
There you go.
Hell yes. That's the long and short of what island did I live on? Oahu. And I was so poor when I was on Oahu that I couldn't really go to other islands. Once I moved off and moved back home and made more money, I went back. I went to Maui and did all that, but not till later. Mm-hmm. Well, it is time. I'm gonna have to go because we're doing Thai food tonight. What are you doing?
We're doing tacos. Goat tacos, sure.
Well, the goat loves tacos. Here's the thing. Can somebody please put in the comments, and you could do it now, you could do it later, you could do it in the rebroadcast, but we need a name for the goat, right? We do need to name the goat. Now we have Sherman and we have his dad who doesn't even show up anymore, Mr. Peabody. He's I think he's an alcoholic. But he's up there. And anyway, he doesn't show up anymore. Can't get him out of bed. And he's got these weird sores all over his body. It's really gross.
Well,
for a plastic figure. Can't explain it.
Poor goat. But folks, thank you once again for another great week and spending some time with us. We appreciate you immensely. This show is only good because you are here to watch it.
Oh my God, it's so fun, dude. And it's, partially just fun to come and hang out on Friday night and just get a little bit loose. Although I've been quite loose because it's been vacation this last week. So it's not like I've been tightened up, but it is nice to hang out. Dude, I've been playing guitar so much because of the Spark amp. It's really ridiculous. I have been playing so much backing tracks, shredding, doing like these 8-minute tracks and like all A minor, one scale. I'm just kidding, but like other scales other than that, but like using modes and yeah, dude, Ben, thank you so much for showing up. Try to get this thing on track. Oh my god.
With all that being said, have a great week, folks.
Have a great week. We will see you playing. We'll see you at Chatting with Charles. And then we're going to see you at on Wednesday. And then if you stick around, this song on the way out is amazing.
Oh, and don't forget our guest on Chatting with Charles on Sunday. No one other than the most important person in the world, Ryan Hall.
Oh, nice. Our family member, Ryan Hall, y'all.
See you then.
Charles and me about to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down. One volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me, we're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down. One volume,